Hi everyone, welcome to Craft Time. Today we're going to be working on the letter B. B for bus, a school bus. So get out all your craft supplies and templates and let's get started. In front of me, I have my school bus template on a piece of 8x10 paper, as well as a piece of cardstock. If you don't have cardstock, you can just use another piece of paper like a file folder or a cereal box for cardboard. I have two little stop signs. You can make your own stop signs too. A piece of yellow paper, some black paper, a little tiny piece of orange and red, and another black that we're going to be using, as well as a little piece of pipe cleaner. So now that we have everything in front of us, let's go ahead and look at our template. Now, school buses can be orange, they can be red, they can be green, they can be yellow. I'm going to make mine yellow. You choose your color, and let's go ahead and color that in. Just grab whatever you're going to use and go ahead and start coloring. Take your time. We're actually going to be cutting out our school bus and gluing it onto our cardstock in a little bit. But first, we have to color it in. Now don't worry about decorating or adding anything to your bus just yet. We're going to do that together in a little bit. So right now I'm just going ahead, coloring everything in. Looking good. Let's continue on. And you'll notice I went over the area that I might want to put my whole tire, and that's because we're going to be making our tires. But just to show you the area, I'm just going to color it in like this, like so. And you can use black, you can use any color you want. I'm using a gray. Perfect. Now that we've got that done, I have a piece of black construction paper. And we know that some school buses have a black stripe on the body of them. So I'm thinking this is going to be pretty good. Now I want to make more of a straight line. Maybe you want to keep your piece exactly how it is. I think I'm going to make mine a little bit thinner and a little bit straighter. But that's all about preference. Take it, measure it, and that looks about right. I'll be able to cut the extra bit off once we start cutting everything out. So for now, I'm just going to turn over my piece of black paper, and I'm going to attach it to my template. Make sure it fits like so and right across. And that feels good to me. Wonderful. Now I'm going to go ahead, lift up my template, take my safety scissors, and cut out my bus. So let's start doing that together. Going around. This one's pretty simple. There's a lot of very straight lines, but take your time nonetheless, making sure you are safe with your cutting. Now you'll see that your bus right now is a little bit flimsy because you've used your crayons or especially with markers, it makes it a little bit wet. So just be careful, go slowly. If you need to take a breath because you're feeling frustrated, do that now. Otherwise, we'll just continue to finish up. That looks very good. I'm going to recycle this paper. And I like the way that that looks. It really pops on the page. So I'm going to take it and glue it on. Now with my purple glue, you might be using white glue. If you're using white glue, don't put as much on. And remember to spread it around really well. If you're using the same glue as me, it should do just fine. All right, let's start patting that down one side of the bus all the way to the other side so that it's all secure. And then of course you can go back in and glue everything down if it's not quite sticking. Great. Next, let's take our black construction paper. I want to make 2 wheels. So when writing on black construction paper, the easiest way to do something is to take a white or a lighter colored crayon and just draw a circle. The best circle you can make. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to look like a wheel. And we're just going to take our scissors and cut around what we've drawn, like so. Now I can take this wheel and get my other piece of black paper, and I can trace it just by putting it on top, very lightly even, just so we have around the same size of wheel. I'm going to take that and I'm going to go in and do this one now. Do you have to trace it? Nah, you don't have to trace it, but it's just a helpful little hint for you to know. Now we've got these 2 wheels. We're going to go in, turn it on the wrong side, which is the side that shows the white, and just glue it on like that. That looks pretty cool to me. We're going to do the same thing with this one. And glue it on. Now we've made the wheels on our bus. Next, what I want to do is, school buses have lights. So I just want to go in and take a little strip of my red. This paper is really big. We're not going to use all that today. We just want something about this size. You know what? I just think I'm going to cut 4 little pieces. I might not use them all, but let's think about it. So I think I'm going to put one right here and one on the back. And maybe I will put 2 on the top like that. Now you might put your lights someplace else. Get creative. You might be able to look at other pictures of buses and see what's there, or just use your imagination. The next thing I'm going to do is take this piece that I didn't use yet, and I'm going to cut some squares out of this rectangle. And I think I'll make 1, 2, 3 on this, and then 1, 2, 3 on this. And we'll just see if we need them all. It doesn't look like we need them all. So that was a good guess. And so from there, I'm just going to go and I'm going to take each square, turn it over, and you guessed it, I'm just going to glue it where it feels good. Let's go ahead and do that. You can put the glue right on there or on the square itself. Not too much glue, just enough so it doesn't move, like that. And last but not least, the driver window, which is just like that. Very nice. I'm going to take some orange and I'm just going to do the same. Maybe I will create a strip on the top of the bus. This is all just whatever you're feeling in the moment. That feels good. I'm going to take my yellow, and either you can draw another circle, or if you're feeling really confident, you can just cut a smaller circle to go inside of your wheels. Now what happens if you make it too big? That feels too big for me. I'm going to go back on in and make it a little bit smaller. We can always change what we start. That's what's so cool about doing this crafting. You can change your mind anytime you like. If you decided you didn't want yellow anymore, go on in and make the bus a different color. Or start from scratch. Whatever feels good for you. I'm going to take another one. I'm just going to cut it out, or draw it and then cut it out. That looks like a good circle to me. Again, a little bit too big. Here I go. and keep going until it feels good, and then glue it on. Wonderful. Now I have something right here. I printed off some stop signs for my bus craft, and I want to take this and put them back to back. So we're just going to go ahead and we are going to color in. Now if you only have one, color one, and then use the backing of another color. If you have two, fantastic. If you have none, just create your own. Let's go on in and just color inside the S, the T, the O, and the P, which spells stop. Again, around. S, T, O, P. And I'm going to go on in and I'm going to cut these out. So go ahead and do that very slowly. Wonderful. There's our first one. And now our second one. Now you might do it the opposite way. You might leave the letters white and color in the stop sign red. That's fine too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape, just a little piece, and I'm going to take my stop sign like this and I'm going to turn it on its side. I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and put it on its side too and tape it down. So when I tip it back up, my pipe cleaner is on the side of the stop. I'm going to take my glue, glue it like this, take my stop sign again, and matchy-matchy the stop so that it's in the direction that I can read right now. Then, when it flips open, you will be able to see the stop sign. And all we're going to do for that is use some tape to tape it down. So just grab some clear tape and tape it like so. And now you have your bus that you can move, your sign that you can move back and forth, just like a real bus. To finish up, we're just going to take our black marker or our gray marker, and we're going to create a road for our bus to be on. And I'm just going to go ahead and do gray. You could do a different color. You could do gray too. Go ahead and color that all in. You might add some clouds in the sky or the sunshine. You might have some grass in the background. I think I'll do that. I think I will add my very own happy sunshine. And you guessed it. Let's color it in yellow. Once we're done, the last thing we're going to do is write the word bus, because we are working on the letter B. Go ahead and grab your marker. We're going to write the letter B, U, S. Great job on the bus. B-U-S. It looks really great. I hope you're happy with yours, and I can't wait to see how you've done. I'll see you next time.